It's about that time of day again. Welcome to your nightly newsletter, boys and girls. Joseph James here. Wednesday evening, April 22nd, 2015, in tonight's trading newsletter. Crude oil looking a little confused this evening after today's inventory report. Felt like it completely surprised the bulls in the crude oil futures market with another large build. Remember what happened last week, right? It was a lower than expected build and price jumped, right? We got kind of the opposite today. So very interesting, kind of fooled those buyers today. We're sitting right at the range lows right now on crude, and I've got a little bit of confusion in the market, and patience is going to be the word for crude tomorrow. We're going to have opportunities in both directions. More to come on crude. How about the yellow metal, gold futures? Gold bearish this evening, but just like crude, right down at the lows of the trading range. This tells us to look for the sellers to try and sell it short. If they fail, though, we're going to get some great buying opportunities as we push back to 1200, that big round number on gold. Guys and gals, patience will be the word of the day tomorrow on Thursday. And of course, as you can see, we have a great newsletter in store for you guys this evening. But before we begin, please remember, everything we cover in our newsletter video tonight is taught to all of our students here at SchoolOfTrade.com. We got a great free trial where you can learn all about our trading strategies, and we'll even give you a free pass to come out and attend our trade room as a guest. I also want to remind you, make sure you're watching this video on our trading blog here at sidewaysmarkets.com. That's right. This is one of the best trading blogs in the world. We just pushed more than 2 million views on this trading blog. That's right. Scroll on down. You'll see the counter yourself. There are 3 reasons why you should be watching this video today on our trading blog here at Sideways Markets, besides all the other amazing videos we have here for your pleasure. 3 things. First of all, you can download all of the charts I'll be going over with you guys and gals this evening. Every chart I'm using in the video tonight, you can download right below the video. Follow that link that says click here. Upper left-hand corner, how about a free pass to come out and attend our trade room? If you join our trial or grab your free pass by clicking that link in the upper left-hand corner, I'd love to invite you to come out and test drive our trade room as a guest. If you're not a member yet of School of Trade and you'd like a free pass, you know where to grab it, upper left-hand corner. And then, of course, we have a newsletter list, a mailing list that goes out every evening right when it's time to watch the video. So once the newsletter's done, Monday through Thursday evenings, just before 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll send you an email. All I need is your name and your email address. And then, guys, if you register for the mailing list or you grab your free pass, I'm going to send you a verification email to make sure I have the correct email address on file. And, of course, you can give me approval to keep sending you the newsletter videos in the future. All right? Hump day here, hump day here. It was a wacky one, that's for sure. Markets definitely working themselves through this post-tax day doldrums. We're definitely seeing some confusion. Like I said earlier, patience is definitely going to be the word going into tomorrow's trading session. Let's start out here with the gold futures, the yellow metal. Gold is bearish this evening. We pushed all the way down to those lows. Now remember, this has been the plan all week. The plan all week has been, we started out earlier this week down here. We went lower, right back up. Easy money there. We go lower. We're expecting this price now to want to push right back up. So we should see price push back up towards those 1200, big round number, right? 1200, right smack in the middle of that real short-term wedge there. That's the target for us here for these buyers. But, hold on. We do have a trading range. We've been watching this range here for the past few weeks, and we're just an inch or two away from that range expansion support level here at 1181. See, what happens quite often is markets will break out of this range, run down to range expansion, and then yoink, right, like it's on a string, right, go right back where it came from. So we are keeping, this is why I say patience is going to be very important tomorrow, because we may come back here in the U.S. session tomorrow and see price has pushed another leg down. And if it does, we'll then continue, same plan, right? Same plan. We expect the price to try to make a run back higher, right? Whether it be here or whether it be here. So I think the easy money right now is going to be after we see that turn, right? It's not going to be selling short right here. Sellers, you really got to be careful trying to sell these lows right now. If you're a bear on gold, for whatever reason it is, we don't have volume confirming, right? You match up these lows, volume look pretty pathetic. Don't have a lot of confirmation there. And we're down near the lows. You just can't make it a habit of selling at the lows of a short-term channel, right? Or at the lows of the wedge, right? There's a lot of reasons why I really have a hard time being a seller right here. If you're a bear on gold, your best bet is to wait for price to go back up and then sell it, right, on a retracement, right? Buy the dips, sell the rips. So if you're a bear on gold right now, you really got to be patient. That's why I say for tomorrow, I think the money's out there for the buyers tomorrow. But again, I couldn't tell you if we turn around here and go or if we push into that range expansion support area and then we make the turn, right? For all of us U.S. traders, I hope they let us get some rest this evening, come back tomorrow, and then give us a shot to run it up after we get down to that 1181. That would be the ideal, right? The ideal would be get us a little bit lower here and then make the move back up. Don't forget, reversal pattern to get long, failed selling pattern to get long. Members, you know what I'm talking about there. Or you can wait for it to make the move and then buy those pullbacks on the way back up to that 1200. Again, sellers, patience tomorrow. Careful for the sellers tomorrow. You're in a really tough spot right now to be a bear. How about price action on the yellow metal? Gold price action, also bearish. Not a lot different between these two charts. Same market, just this is a tick chart. Last chart was a range Renko hybrid we called JJ bars. My price action is bearish. We're trading right inside of this range here right now, right? Kind of an unconfirmed range. We did get kind of a triple top here, but we only have one real bottom. You know, this is it's tough to call that a double bottom just yet. If it goes up, then all of a sudden it becomes a double bottom. So I'm a little bit stretching it there on this trading range, but we do have the flattening moving average. That definitely gives us the visual clue we need. Combine that with this previous trading range, and now we have a really good set of clues here, right? So keep in mind, those two trading ranges, those are probably going to be your biggest, your most important clues on this chart, right? If we go higher, we'll go back to that trading range. If we go lower, we're going to use the range expansion levels. Combine that with what we saw in the last chart, right? And you can kind of see what's happening here. So reading down this a little bit more. Again, we expect prices to push higher, to rotate back towards the high of this channel, right? Before they'll try to go lower again, right? That's how this goes, right? So high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, right? So the way it looks right now, we should be making our way back up towards this range, backed up towards this channel high. You've got some great targets waiting for you, right? Take that trading range, copy and paste, right? That really lines up nicely up into that area up top here. So just be aware, depending on where we go, when we go, I should say, that channel high may be there, it may be down here, or it may be a little bit higher, right? So just depending on what time of the day we get up there tomorrow, if we go that direction, right, we'll have to wait and see. So we're going to be suspicious of a push lower. Like I said in the last chart, we're going to use the 1181.1, right? This is another spot. We may get a little undershoot, a little overshoot of those lows before we get that snap back. Now remember, 81.1, wait a second. Yep, that's the same price level pretty much as the range expansion support. So guys, if we can get down to that 1181, you got to be really drooling over that buying opportunity down there. Don't be too aggressive, though. This is a bear market you can see right now. We're just looking at, again, if we go lower, be ready for those buyers to step in here. Sellers will try twice. If they fail, then you know you got this move, right, heading right back up. If you look, we haven't seen this whole move down. Tried once, tried once, tried once, tried once. We haven't seen the sellers try and fail. That's what we're looking for today. We got it on Crude before the inventories, right? Kind of spoiled the fun this morning. But we're looking for those sellers to try twice. When they fail that second time, right? That's when you know we're going to get them to go back higher. So again, if we push lower, you really got to be watching this area down here around 1181, right? As far as a failure, twice attempt by the sellers, and then yoink, right back up. If we do go lower, don't forget, use these range highs, use these range expansions as your targets, right, as we go back higher. And if it happens, just torch right through it. We'll give you guys an updated strategy for that tomorrow morning once we know more based on what we're seeing in real time. If we do go higher here, breakout pullback up to range expansion target, relatively easy here. The only scenario I don't like for tomorrow is if we just sit here doing nothing. And if we just sit here doing nothing, we'll look to fade, right? Look for those fake out breakouts at the highs and the lows. Look for those traps. And I'll be watching this market in real time with you guys tomorrow in our trade room. Come out and see me tomorrow. We'll give you guys an updated version of what we're looking at in real time. How about the crude? Another market that looks, I'll tell you, this one looks a little bit punch drunk right now. It doesn't quite look bullish. It doesn't quite look bearish. I could really overcook this thing right now. I'm going to try to keep it really, really simple. We have a long-term bull channel, right? So that has to be, like I said last in the newsletter, that has to continue to be an area of very strong interest, right? Going down to that low and then making that next run up. Remember, on Monday this week, it looked like these buyers had $60 a barrel put in their back pocket already. It looked very, very bullish, almost like it was on a string every time it kept going lower. We didn't quite get that today. I was quite surprised after we saw that inventory number come out. We knew the market was going to go up after the inventory report, but it didn't keep going. So that's why I'm saying, all right, what should have happened today didn't happen. We definitely got about half the move up that we were expecting today, right, if you watched last night's newsletter, but we weren't able to finish the job up. Heck, we didn't even make it up into this 5750 area where we thought the most amount of volume were going to be. It just didn't happen. So here we are now on crude. We got a long-term bullish channel, right? Long-term bullish trend. We're sitting down at the lows of this trading range. And just like we said on gold, we expect the price, just like it happened here, right? We expect price to yoink right back up, right? In a bullish trend. Not so fast, right? Didn't happen the way we thought it was going to happen today. Again, we wait for proof. Didn't get the proof. All right, so we wait. Now what else do we have? The inventory report, I think, really poked some holes in a lot of the bulls' confidence here. So we're going to see how tomorrow plays out. Let them lick their wounds, come back, give it one more shot tomorrow. The sellers have a very small window right now. We're going to have some short-term selling opportunities. Again, down to this area of interest here. Okay, sellers have a very small window here right now because if they don't grab this right now, the buyers are going to come in, run it, and try to run this thing right back up to those range highs. So scenario one is we just sit here and do nothing. We'll have to come back tomorrow morning and take a look at price action in real time. Scenario two, we make a run for it down to these lows, and then this is where we've got to be looking for those buyers to step back in, right, and start buying these lows. Scenario three is this thing just shrugs off these sellers and just takes back off to the upside. And we have to imagine they're going to be gunning for that 58.34. And we haven't seen that big range day yet this week. Remember, crude oil has made us, we've been spoiled by crude oil here with those $3.5 ranges. I mean, 56 to 59, right? It's only a $3 range. So are we going to get a big run tomorrow? Will it be Friday? I couldn't tell you. I'm just here for the dancing. So I'm telling you right now, this thing looks pretty confused. I'm going to be very patient here tomorrow, waiting to see who takes this thing. But I definitely have some really good ideas as far as where it will likely return back to its uptrend. And then, of course, if it doesn't go lower, it's going to try to fill this range, which is what we thought was going to happen today, right? Just didn't happen today. Stay tuned for more on that tomorrow on crude. I know, right? As if this chart's not going to make us feel any better. I'll tell you that much. This doesn't happen very often. It does not happen very often in my office where we look at the price action chart and we really go, wait, huh? You can look at it and go, we're not getting a lot of confidence. Nobody's really showing their cards right now. It's quiet as a mouse as I'm recording this. There's usually some activity here, right? But you can definitely tell. Earlier this week, it felt like the bulls, right, were all jacked up on Jolt Cola, right? That remember that old, I think it's illegal now in the US, right? Remember that when you were kids? Well, bottom line is the buyers have clearly lost a little bit of the pep in their step. That's why I say the bulls have to be careful here. If these bears, if they grab hold of this, they may have lost their opportunity here to run this to 60 here this week. So crude oil price action gives us opportunities in both directions. We have two channels, and you can see them, right? I think I did a pretty good job at making them pretty easy to see here. There's a lot of stuff on this chart, so I try to keep it as simple as possible for us. It's definitely a bearish channel potential. You'll notice, see my rule for finding a channel, 45-degree angle. I teach all this stuff in the trial, by the way, right? I teach all this stuff in the trial and our beginner's course, right? 45-degree angle, 4 total tests, 1, 2, throw. Yeah, see, we've only got, well, we have 4. But the other rule is, what is it again? 45-degree angle, 4 total tests, and then 2 tests on each side. We have 4 total, but we've only got 1 at the low, right? We really need to see another test at that low before this becomes what we call a confirmed bearish channel. So we're kind of reaching here. Like I said earlier, this market's a little bit challenging right now because it doesn't have a lot of confident directions right now. We can definitely see some lower highs. We can definitely see some lower lows. But then in the short term, though, here's my second channel. Yeah, this is a bullish channel. Now this one you can see, again, 45-degree angle. It's there. It's there. It's not quite there, but it's there. 4 total tests. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on each side. I know, right? See, so now you can kind of see the bulls appear to have the edge right now. They appear to have a little bit more structure. And of course, that goes right along with the last chart we looked at, right? The last chart we looked at, I would assume the bulls have an edge right now. You're down near the lows of that range. You're in a long-term bullish channel. So it's definitely making sense. It's not like this market has completely derailed, right, from what we've seen in the past, right, for all of what we know about technical analysis, the price action cycle, as we call it here at School of Trade. So it's definitely talking this language, right? We're understanding what it's saying, but it's a little bit muffled right now. We're waiting for that next, well, this is what I'm thinking. The third thing is now we have our range. Now we have the third thing is we have a trading range. Now, this is what really makes me kind of get excited about tomorrow because, like I said before, this thing isn't speaking Greek, right? And which I don't even know why they even still say that. But anyways, bottom line is this isn't speaking a foreign language here. We know that range expansion, it puts us right back to those highs. Makes sense to me. So the market is in structure. It's behaving very well. It's just we don't quite know who's got the edge right now. So scenario 1, we stay inside this range. Right? Scenario 1, we come out tomorrow, we weren't able to make a new high, we weren't able to make a new low, we're inside this range, we're balanced, we're looking for traps at the highs and the lows. Scenario 2, we make a run for it, right? We confirm this low. We'll be looking for another move back down, right? If we make a run for it here and confirm this low, now we're in a bear channel, right? And we'll look for short-term buying, but long-term selling. If we make a run for it at the highs here, if we break and stay above 57.18, that high right there, that will be our first attempt from the buyers, and you can expect a measured move likely to get up to that range expansion resistance. So again, scenario 1, we sit inside the range. We'll be trading inside the range using breakout traps. We'll walk you through it tomorrow in real time. Scenario 2, we confirm this channel low, right? If you can get to it early enough tomorrow, sell retracements down to that channel low. But then you got to be careful because you've got this measured move, right? So again, if you get to it early enough, breaks to the downside, right? Sell retracements down to this measured move, 57.84, but that's about where I'd stop selling because, again, it is a measured move, A, B, C, D, and it will also put you down at the lows of that bear channel. If you find yourself down at these lows, stop selling, take your profit, and then you can look for either short-term buying opportunities or just stay patient and wait for the price to make its next push down, right, which should eventually get down to that range expansion support. Now, again, opposite direction though. That range high is our target here for those bulls, 57.18. We get above that 57.18. Now, it's not a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee besides the sun will rise again tomorrow, and the IRS wants my money more and more every year. But we know how that goes, right? So only guarantee we have is death taxes, and the sun's going to rise tomorrow. But we do expect, though, if we go above that 57.18, look for a measured move, putting us right up around that range expansion resistance. All right? And then where we go from there, who the hell knows, right? That's why we're going to be together in our trade room tomorrow morning here with all of our students at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Guys and gals, we try to make some sense out of these crazy markets every evening on our newsletter. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me. We got one more of these this week, Monday through Thursday. I believe it's only Wednesday. Boy, what a crazy week it's been in this office. Hope you guys enjoy the newsletter. Grab your free pass, register for the mailing list, grab those chats for tomorrow, and don't forget, guys, we get a free trial here at School of Trade that is second to none on the interwebs. You're going to learn more with me in 1 week on my trial than anywhere else on the web. I can promise you that. And, of course, I would love to talk to you. I'm available 24/7, 365. Give us a shout. My name is Joseph. A kind of a rainy, gloomy day here. Boy, it's a couple months ahead of June gloom here in L.A., but it feels good to be alive, well, and moving forward in our trading careers every evening. My name is Joseph. Be well out there. Be nice to each other. And be here tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now.